Inshallah ta'ala, today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be talking about the paper that I released on abortion um, about a month ago, and I want to give credit first and foremost to Sheikh Muhammad al-Shinawi, Sheikh Hatim al-Hajj, and others that helped put that paper together. And let's see here. And I'll talk about just some of the things about that paper, inshallah, just while I'm waiting for you guys to log on. One of the things that we wanted to do with that paper is we wanted to write it almost independent of the current political discourse surrounding it, while at the same time being relevant to it. And I think that's something that Sheikh Hatim reminded us of as we were putting it together, is that at the end of the day, we're representing the Islamic position on it, the theological position on it, also trying to contrast the Islamic positions within themselves amongst the madhahib, and how they sort of compare, and then also looking at how other faith communities have dealt with this. Now, the reason why I think it's important to always frame it within how other faith communities look at the subject is that it allows us to sort of navigate these waters as a religious community, trying to find out how we can navigate this, how we can actually talk about this subject intelligently, true to our theology, and at the same time, in touch with current realities. So that was the idea of going to the different church positions and some of the Judaic positions. I did have that reviewed by a representative of each one of those traditions that was represented there, so that we don't misrepresent them by something that we're finding online or in journals online. Mostly they were taken from some of their official positions. But to summarize it, what you're talking about with Muslims and how they view this entire debate, first and foremost, contraceptives, you start from an ijtihad perspective, from a perspective of likening. You start with using al-azr, which was withdrawal that the Prophet ﷺ permitted in the hadith of Jabir radiallahu ta'ala anhu. So safe contraceptives. However, at the same time, why a person would engage in that is a different subject altogether. So fear of poverty is something that was prohibited explicitly in the Quran. And we find the Prophet ﷺ and other ahadith encouraging the ummah to have children, and to have as many as they can. And the Prophet ﷺ saying that he would boast about our number on the Day of Judgment as Muslims. So the Prophet ﷺ encouraging people to have children, at the same time recognizing that there are different circumstances that take place with people, which perhaps doesn't allow them to have that many children, or at the end of the day, this is a matter of being something encouraged, but it's not something that's mandated. So the Messenger ﷺ allowing withdrawal in the hadith of Jabir radiallahu ta'ala anhu, while also encouraging people to have many children, sort of explains where this ruling falls in the Sharia, that it falls under the place of that being encouraged. But at the same time, the Messenger ﷺ did prohibit engaging in an action that would permanently not allow you to have children, and that's and that would be purely out of convenience. So